We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Set, ready, 8, read.
3 bud.
Set up.
Clock now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Check 26, check 26.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Going up top. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. On first down, Locke toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. this one complete to Reed. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. On the delay, it's Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
60 Pittsburgh.
On 2nd and 9, Locke toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Leonard Williams able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On 1st down, Jones. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Hey, exit.
53, Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
53 to Mike.
Get it.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Jones now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
He's checking.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. 36 yards on the play. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 53.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running with Howard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Lock going to throw, and that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, Jones buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Deron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
To try again after the sack, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All day, check. 53.
Ready?
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the...
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Jones. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot right away for the... And it'll be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
8-3.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
That's good for the Washington Redskins.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Locke now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Throwing on 1st down. Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. Locke now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
They
run with Howard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They look to throw. It's Locke. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Locke now to throw. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown Washington. Jordan Reed, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the screen. Slant. Back, hard.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Come on now, let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing Jones. Finds his tight end Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football, because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback, because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Now.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 10. 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 92 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10.
15 line.
Now Locke on the bootleg. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Locke to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, Locke. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Locke. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Howard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
You got tripped. You got 3.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
It's our time. It's our time.
Snap.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Block now on 1st down. And he finds Howard complete.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on 2nd down. Locke firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Ready? 10 2 start.
50 seconds to mine.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Block again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's caught by Howard. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Check 25. Check 25. And get it.
Locked to throw for it on 4th. And he finds McLaurin. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now Howard working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Come on, D.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Come on, set. 8, read.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Right here, right here.
Ready.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.